This is why you find so many side chicks being so disrespectful to their wives. Hey, stop shisa. Hey, when are you still cold?
Mind you, I'm posting
the lies
him.
They tell.
I'm posting him on Facebook. He isn't posting. He isn't reacting. He isn't commenting. But I'm posting. Ne? This other one, at that time, when I was in Kwakwa to give birth, she was where we staying.
On top of your couches and your bed and your home choice duvets. Wow.
She was there. She was staying there the whole time. I am crying. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm awake.
You've got a newborn.
The baby's here. They're chatting. Hey, good night, lapaya. Like, these people are in a relationship and they're in a serious relationship.
Are they being given money though?
No. Because this girl, he had told this girl that his car broke. His car broke down. And now this girl said that I'll try get money for you, for you to fix. And this girl ended up sending the money, and there's a message that comes back to say, I got the money and thank you, you know?
Wow.
So, no, he's not giving them money. He wasn't giving them money. He wasn't. And he's not living an expensive lifestyle. He's not the person to buy bottles and stuff. No, that nigga doesn't eat his money. That's what I'll tell you.
What is he doing with this money?
It's going home.
Wow.
Doesn't buy clothes. It doesn't. I used to buy him clothes.
Sure.
I used to buy him clothes, but at that time I couldn't. I'm suffering. We are suffering. I am suffering and I don't know what's going on. I'm busy with my internship.
Sure.
You see? So I forgot where was I.
No, you're now crying. It's like 3 a.m.
3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. When he gets there in the morning, he walks in. I take my phone. I was using an iPhone 6 that time. Yeah. I put the aux to the speaker. Now I'm playing the voice notes. Is Ike with the girlfriend. And then he was just standing there by the door. I listened, and then he went outside in the room. He used to smoke bubbly in there. So he goes in his room. I'm packing. Now I'm packing my things.
I'm leaving.
I'm packing my things. I call my sister. Where are you? Please come help me. Come fetch me. My sister drives. Nigga has not even gotten out and say, baby, I'm sorry for 1, 2, 3. You know? And then even before I call my sister, I had a chat with this woman. This particular one, the one that was here at my place. And then I called her and then I said, my name is Larato, this is who I am. The crazy one, you know, the one that needs to go to thingy. You were here at my place. I went to give birth. You know, we shared stories. Only to find out this woman was there. This woman never saw clothes belonging to a chick in that house, no. And when I opened the wardrobe, you know how you put your clothes? They are another way in J. So my clothes were not in there.
They were removed.
There was nothing in there. This chick got there.
And this is a bachelor with a nice place by himself.
It's fixed now.
Yo.
And then she was like, I don't know. And there was a picture of us by the lamp. So because I was video calling her at some point. I'm like, do you know this picture? Did you see this picture? I was like, no, I don't know that picture. Can I please talk to that man? So I went to the room and I knocked. When he opened, I faced the phone to him and I was like, hello. And then he was like, hi, can you see me? And he was like, no. And then he was like, can you see me? I was like, oh yeah, I can see you. Oh, okay. I just wanted to find out if you can see me with your crazy wife. And it was like, no, please don't say that. I'm like, oh, really? So I hung up. And then with my sister, we're packing things, we're taking them inside the car. When we go back to fetch others, so he's rounding the other side, he's taking them out. We're taking them in, he's taking them out. And then we end up saying, no, man, something is not right. So as I walk back, and then he's standing there. I'm like, why do you take things out when you put them in? And then he walks inside the house. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that. And then he locked closed the door and then he locked. He said, don't do this.
He locked you inside or
Inside
outside?
the house.
So your sister is now outside
One
the
of
house.
my sister is inside with me.
So, okay, one of your sisters is in with you. The other is outside.
Is outside. So he says to me, don't do this. And my sister is like, no, open the door. Let me out. Now I want to go out. I don't want to listen to this. And then he's like, no, just listen. My sister's like, no, I'm not going to listen. This is the last one. I'm not going to listen. Just open the door. And then he opens the door for my sister and then he closes it again. I'm like, I want to go. And he's like, no, but you can't leave me. He's crying. Guys, no. This guy is crying. And I'm like, no, man, guys. I tell him, I'm saying, there's something wrong with you. There is something seriously wrong with you. There is no way. There is no way. Ole. No. Okay, at the end, he opens the door. And he's like, he sits on top of the baskets. I had a basket that puts shoes. He sits on top of it, like, don't take this one, please. I'm like, so what must I wear? He's like, no, we're still gonna fix things. Just leave this one. Don't. He sits on top of it, and I'm like, you know what? I tell my sisters, let's go. Let's go. I don't want to be here anymore. Got inside the car. We left. He's been calling. And now I tell the other guy that till now we moved, you know, and we are staying here.
So when you left, you went where? To your mother's house?
To mom's house.
So let's talk about this. Like, you're coming back, the Willa went that side, everything. Did your dad ever, like, talk to you about it? His attitude, was it different?
I never saw that man. After the lobola?
No. Remember, that's your father.
Okay.
I'm talking about your dad.
Oh, my dad, when I get home.
Dad,
He's the one that welcomes me.
You lie. He really loves you.
He's the one that welcomes me. He calls me Skado. Ngena Skado. Sekayala. You know? Take out the things in the car. We got inside the house. Now this is the time to really sit down and talk. You know? My siblings, everyone. I mean, I owe them
an
this
explanation.
much. Like, I owe them this much. I need to say something. Guys, I'm sorry. This is what happened. But it didn't go well. Where I was staying.
Okay, let's start with you get home.
Yeah. So I get home and then my dad will come in, and then, you know, they don't even want to know why did you go to your father for 1, 2, 3. You know,
those are parents. You know, unconditional love.
Yes,
honestly, like you actually have good parents.
They didn't want to know why did you go. No, come in. You are welcome. This is your home. Why are you here? Now I need to explain what brings me back. You know, I'm like, guys, I went through hell and back.
Which year is this now?
When was that? 2020. I'm even.
You got married 2020. You had your baby 2021.
2021.
So it's 2021.
Because baby's still very young.
Yeah.
Guys, I went through this and this and this. This guy treats me like this and like that and like that and like that. My family, they were all crying. My mother's like, but I was shocked. How do you live in Kluyako? You live in such a big. I made sure that you guys get the best of lives. You do not know how do you pee in the bucket. And then you go and fetch it yourself. That when you want to pee in a bucket, I was shocked. Something is definitely wrong. I don't believe in these things, but there's something that's going on here. No, guys, I'm back. I'm safe, you know? And yeah, everything's fine now. And I'm home. Now, nigga starts coming and sleeping outside my house.
In his car?
Yeah. He sleeps in his car. He only leaves when he goes to work. They would sometimes ask him, why are you here? I was like, I'm not going to live here until Renato speaks to me.
How many days did he sleep outside?
I don't even remember. I can't even count.
It can be weeks.
Because to a point where that other guy, the one that was helping me, say, come with the kids. get a nanny, come with the kids, because you need to be safe. And the reason why I think for somewhat I trusted this guy is because he's been there through this journey. Yes, he's been there through this journey, and the fact that he's a public figure and what he does in the public figure, he helps people. That's what he does. So I took the kids. He got me 2 nannies, the guy.
Wow.
And then we moved in.
To his house.
So
at this point, what is the relationship with you and this guy?
Nothing yet. Now we're going to talk that day.
Okay.
That day when I get there, he took us out to eat, and then he came back. He tells me, I was like, I'm going to pay you this much. We do contract, and And then this is us, both of us at night now in the bedroom with the little one. Mina, I love you. I love you with your kids. I love you with everything that's going on around you, but I think we're going to fix it, I will fix it myself. First, we need to wake up in the morning and go to your son's school. We need to make a payment arrangement. And then, but at the same time, what are we? I don't know what we are, Now we're talking about it and we're deciding, okay, fine, so we're dating. Yeah, we're dating. So I'm the dad to the kids. Yeah, you're the dad to the kids. Okay. All right. And then we need to pray. We need to remove these things on your daughter's hands and feet, because I don't believe in those things. I believe entirely in God. Prayer and in God. It's either God or God. I don't have a plan B. And at that moment, I'm like, like a man that knows God,
Yeah.
He was so different, I don't want to lie, in everything. And then we decided, okay, now we're dating. And then slala no sanala. And then in the middle of night, I would wake up and I'm like, I need to go do a bottle. And I'd find my daughter on his chest. The bottle's made is here. And there's another one that's hot there. And then, wow. To a point to which when we get to the mall, I was used to pushing the trolley myself. I would ask him, when I get money, please couple me to the mall. Take me to the mall. We get to the mall. Don't think nigga would get out of the car.
He would sit in the car?
Yeah. With my money, I would push the trolley, go in the mall, buy, come back. And if there's other things that are heavy for me, I would ask the guys to come. Don't think when I'm approaching the car, he's gonna get out
so that he can load the grocery.
No, I'm gonna ask him, please open the boot, and then he's gonna open the boot.
And someone,
we're gonna put the things, and then I'm gonna give these guys money. I'm gonna get in the house. When we get home, same. He gets out the car. Maybe sometimes when we're with my son, and then we'll take out
with your son.
With my son, we'll take out things out, and that's just it. It was just like that. Every time we go to the mall, it was the same thing. Every time. And there's a time that I can't forget. That day, I was doing an internship sometime in Germany, like long time ago. And then we kept the contact with the lady that was busy with it. So as I was looking for a job, I called her and said, I'm looking for a job. And then she said, it's just not in the country. And then, but she can send me something for me to see what can I do. This lady sent me 6,000, I remember. After she sent me 6,000, I asked the boss, can you please take me to the mall? I want to go buy a few things for the house. And I wasn't necessarily buying myself clothes or my son clothes. No, things in the house, for us to eat and other things that I needed, And then he said, no, I don't have petrol. I'm like, no, I'll pour it. Every time he needs to take me, I'd pour petrol and just come. So we went to the mall. I bought things. At that time, I'm chatting to the sister. The sister is nice to me. I'm nice to her. We get along.
I need to get money, Vele. Like, you are the wife that is not... You are here. So, of course, they will forever love you. The moment would see, you will now see their true colors. I'm telling you.
Sister. We're going to buy groceries. My boss gave me money. We came back with groceries. It was the same procedure. They would help me at the mall, and then we get home, I get things off. And then at the time, I feel like, I'm tired. You see that day? And then I jumped on top of the bed like this. And then he came and he stood by the door like this. And then he's like, next time you want something, You must tell me. I'm like, I must tell you. So I must say, ke kopa beef stock. And then come back tomorrow and say, can I please have money for milk? And then, no, your mother had said that you must give me money. You know, give me money for me to do things in the house. And then he's like, I'm talking to you and then you're telling me about my mother. I'm like, but that's what your mother, he pulled me. He pulled my leg. Wah! On the face. He takes he takes my purse. It was just there on the bed. He takes my purse. He takes my phone. He walks out, he locks and he leaves. I was sitting there. You know when you're shocked?
That was like, is that the first and only time that he was physical with you?
No.
That was the first time though.
That was the first time.
And where was your son and your daughter at that time?
I think my son was at school. I don't remember, but I think my son was at school. But my daughter was with me that day.
How long did he leave after locking you in the house? And
he didn't go that long.
Okay.
He went and he came back.
And then?
He didn't open. He washed his car outside.
Did he, when he now finally came back, did he apologize?
He didn't come inside the house. He took the buckets outside. The sunlight dishwasher stays in the boots.
And he washed his car.
I
mean, eventually he had to come back in the house.
And then he was playing music. And then his cousin came through the gate and his cousin opened the door.
So, okay, you're saying, you were saying that the cousin walked in.
Yeah, the cousin walked in, opened the door, and then I went out. I don't know where I'm going. I went out, I walked literally. I went around, and then when I came back, he wasn't there. And the door wasn't locked.
So you had left with your daughter?
No, the daughter was sleeping.
Okay.
So I left, I took a walk.
So he just left and left your daughter in the house?
No, the daughter with the cousin, but the cousin is outside the gates.
Okay.
He's outside the so when I come, I ask him,
where is he?
He's like, no, the baby's still sleeping and the father left. I'm like, no, it's fine. So I just went inside the house and I was crying. I called. No, I WhatsApped the sister. I remember we are best friends. Your brother, this happened. Oh, blah 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 blah. And I'm expecting them to tell him
yeah, like, you know? Actually this is big enough for them to come.
Like, and then the mother calls later when he's home. We're still not talking. And then the mother calls and is like, yeah, why do you blah 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 blah. I don't know what she said, but I could tell that they're talking about the same thing. And then he said, no, you know, like other things, it's the first time I see a woman kayena. And the mother said, oh, I was like, no, she must do whatever she wants. And I was just sitting there. And then she came, stood by the door, and then she apologized.
Oh, him?
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he apologized, saying, no, I'm sorry, just that I'm stressing because I can't do things in the house, and somehow you managed to do them, and. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was just saying that is the day.
First time. But now I'm also just interested. After that encounter, how long did it take before you guys got intimate again?
2 days or 1 day, maybe the next day.
Okay.
No grudges held.
You're in love. This is a matandre. I mean, it's not funny.
No
but
grudges held. Yes, hence I'm saying, you know what's funny? Because it's strange. It's abnormal.
Yeah, abnormal behavior.
And when I talk about it, I realize, Muthi, this was abnormal.
From the start, Chumi. Okay, so now you are with this guy. And you know, like, it's a different life now. You've got 2 nannies. I'm sure he stays in a beautiful house. You don't feel the stress of the baby because, you know, he's taking care of the baby. Your son's school fees are being taken off. You know, everything is fine. So at this point, your husband, is he still continuing to go sleep outside your home? Does he know that you've now moved in with another man?
Yes.
He knows, but he's still continuing to sleep
He's at home.
outside your home.
Yes.
And then, okay, so what happens next?
For me to actually
go
end up there.
Yeah, because you did go back.
I did.
Where's my best? Okay.
So now this guy I'm with, he performs. So Saturdays we're out performing, and he wants me next to him.
Okay.
He's not saying stay at home, and I want you next to me all the time. So this one Saturday, I'm like, today I don't want to go with you. Can I just go home and see the family? And I was like, no, it's fine. You can go. And then you'll come back when tomorrow, yeah, I'll taxify you back. Sharp. I go. And then I get the... Oh, mind you, I stayed with this guy. He even got me a job. He got me a job. I'm working at that time. So I'm going home for a weekend and then just to see them, and then I'll be back. I left and I went. Got home. It's fun and nice, and Mr. Sleeping Outside didn't come that day. And then you're like, I gumnandike. And then I went back. Ne? As I went back, this guy had bought me so much clothes. Underwear. I had my own closet there. Problem now, I find shoes that I don't know in the closet, together with my shoes. It's not new shoes. The shoes were worn. It's gold shoes. Whose shoes are these?
So when you went home, the shoes were not there. But
It's
when
my
you come
closet.
back,
Yes.
there are shoes there.
Whose shoes are these? No, these are my daughter's shoes. At first, he said that they are your shoes. I'm like, no, they're not my shoes. They're not my shoes. Or if it's not your shoes, they're my daughter's shoes. I'm like, no, there's no way. Me and the nannies were the one, before we moved in, we came and we cleaned the whole house, like spring cleaning, and there were no shoes like this. I know everything that is in this house, every room actually. So you cannot tell me that.
So when you left, you had gone with the nannies?
Yes.
Okay.
I go with one stays because this one is for the baby, right?
Okay.
Yes. And then I'm like, there is no way these shoes belong to your daughter. They were not here and your daughter didn't come, right? Yeah. And I get triggered very easily that time. Any small thing, Jay,
It triggers you.
So I was like, I'm leaving. I am leaving.
Did he then explain whose shoes they are?
He stopped me. He's still saying that the shoes belong to the daughter. And I still don't understand. And I mean, manje, I'm at that point where you do one thing and I'm gone because I stayed for so long, you know?
But I think, not that I'm even trying to speak for this guy, but what I'm saying is, it's so sad how we as women are so quick to leave a good man. One mistake, I'm gone.
Nahamba.
Bring that vampire demon here.
Yes.
And see someone's child stay for 10 years.
Listen. He is stopping me. He is, please. He doesn't even want to touch me because he feels like he's going to hurt me. So he's just closing the doors. I'm like, no, Sook, like I'm leaving. I am leaving.
Pack your stuff and go. You
I'll
go
see.
home.
Let's go. When we left, the Uber was leaving and he was just outside the window like this. I left. I get home. Yeah. You know? My mother's like, no, but Lerato, are you sure? Yeah, nah. You know, I'm not anymore. Yeah, Vele, these celebrities fighting. Yeah, they are like that, Vele. So yeah, I didn't expect anything better. I must stay still. And that one is like, I still love you. Please come back. We can fix this.
Who's this now? The husband?
The celebrity.
Okay.
The husband so now it's both of them in my phone.
So now it's a mansion with 2 nannies, great treatment, an RGP with nonsense.
Yeah. And my head is saying, better the devil I know
than the angel you don't know. Yeah. So Chomi, you went there.
Chomi, I went.
Wow. And I hope, Uri, like, if you're someone in her shoes and you're listening to this, like, you can just see the ridiculousness in this. But we're not here to judge. With this a judge-free zone, you know. Yeah, we've all made our own mistakes.
I went back. I can see niggas trying to act different, you know. Yeah, no, it's
Was he
cool.
not mad that you moved in with another man?
There's a point where he even inboxed him on Facebook and he's like, I know that you took my wife. And this one was like, your wife way. There is no way you can say a person is a wife. The person doesn't have underwears. The person doesn't have pads for the hospital. The person doesn't have food in the house. Mina ngizitholele usiso single. That's it. So you cannot say,
Yeah, I
I
took
took
your
your
wife.
wife.
Yeah.
That wasn't a wife to you. You know? So he knows. He knows, and he's telling me that he's going to work so hard for me to see him, that he's a different man. Coolies. He's acting better again at that time.
He's buying
Much
food.
better. He's buying food in the house. I go to work, he plays with the baby. You know, something that I've never seen before. But this time I didn't come back with my son.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're like,
not with
no.
my son.
Yeah.
We playing. Now it's nice, you know. He's buying food and everything. I don't know where or what changed, you know. So this one time he asked me, "Are you still with that guy?" I'm like, "No." Are you sure? I'm like, "No, I'm not with him." Okay. So there's a time I'm chatting and then he's outside the window, so he's looking through my phone.
And you were chatting with who? That guy.
No, I'm
were
just
just
on.
chatting.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
just chatting, and then I don't know what he saw on my chat that he decided to see that person is that one. So he walked in, grabbed me like by my neck to the bedroom, on top of the bed, takes my phone, and he left with the phone. Gone. To where? I don't know. And angina another thing you would see this guy what he's doing is wrong. I don't.
To you,
have
that's
that.
love.
I
Oh,
don't
he loves
have
me so
that.
much.
I don't have that. I'm chilling there, and then he tells me that he comes back. It's like, yeah, next week you need to go home. Yeah, at home. There's something that we must go do there. Okay, what is it about? You know, they'll explain to you when we get home. Fine, we get home with the baby. Nobody's explaining anything to me. And then as we're sleeping around, I think it was 4 a.m., the sister knocks. And I'm like, hello. She's like, no, 8 lah. So I went out. And then she's like, let's go. I'm like, where are we going? Let's go. Where are we going? No, and so we need to get help. We need to sort this out because
Wait, this is
we're gonna
around what?
leave
3 a.m.
4
4 a.m. in the
4
morning.
a.m. and it's still dark outside.
Oh.
So where are we going? No, I'm just trying to fix this thing. Yeah, how Leo has been so that you guys are fine. You know, you guys are not fine anymore. Hey, we walk. So his house is by the mountain. When you just go down a bit, there's a stream. You know, go to the stream, and then she's got this bucket, and then she mixes things in there, and then she pours me like from here down. And I'm like, but why did you do that for? It's like, no, like I'm fixing you guys. But you know, she's not fixing us.
She's
the
fixing
other,
you.
The other one is sleeping. I'm fixing you because now these things are just getting out of hand, and people are doing Muthi on you and at work, and you're gonna lose your job. So if I don't do this by Monday, you would lose your job. She pours it, and then I've got this. I don't know what that thing was, ne? And then it's like, no, we need to go. And as we're going, you don't have to look back. But first, you need to take off your clothes because there's nobody out at this time. Yeah. You need to take off your clothes and leave them here. And then I'm going to burn them. And then when you go home?
You're going home alone?
Alone.
Around 4 a.m. naked? Like, when are they going to burn you? They're going to say you're a witch.
I'm like, there's no way I'm taking off my clothes. Like, no, you need to take off your clothes. I can borrow you. She had this thing, Owamie, you know. I can borrow you this, and then you can just put it around you. But then you can't take your clothes with you. I'm like, even my underwear, like, yeah. I undress, I take the thingy, and then I go home. When I get home, the mother's waiting for me by the gate. It's like, okay, come. And then there's a bath there. You need to take a bath. And then this bath, remember those old one?
The ones that are made of steel.
Of steel, yes.
I remember.
And there's a big one, and then it has had water, and then it's got amayas, like herbs inside. Like, you need to take a bath. Like, we are fixing. And then the mother bothers me. And then I come, I was like, no, don't wipe yourself. And then just get dry on your own. Okay. And then as soon as I get in there, I ask him, what is going on? He's like, no, they're trying. Otherwise, you're going to lose your job. My sister saw that somebody is trying to get you fired at work. I think it's the lady that's cleaning at work or something. So I sat there until I was dry. And then I went to sleep. And then we left that day. So we went there just to do that. And then I came back. And then things started, they went back again to abnormal, which was normal to me. No money, nothing. Now I'm working. Now I'm able to come back with groceries. I'm able to come back with this. That guy comes back and say, you need to go buy yourself a car. If there's deposit that's needed, I'll pay for it.
Wow.
Okay, fine. The guy goes, we get a car, come back. Life is normal again.
He doesn't ask how you got the car, but he never used to ask anything.
He never asked.
Yeah.
He never asked. So things is just normal to him. I'm just working and I'm fine, And then I'm like, I don't want this place anymore. Like, no, but then when are you always complaining? And I'm like, I don't feel like I want to stay here in this place.
And besides, you've seen better.
Yes, I want to stay at the better place. No, you can't. You can't. Okay, fine. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to get myself a place and move in with him.
With who?
With him. I'm going to bring him with me.
Your husband?
Yes. I'm going to get a place and I'm going to get him with me.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when we're staying together, he would see that this is the life.
Yeah.
And then I could not turn my whole left. Like my whole left, I could not do this.
Why?
And my hand was shaking. I don't know. I woke up and I was like that.
When you were where? You were still...
We were still together.
No, I mean you were still at the old place, or now you've gotten a new
We
place?
haven't moved.
Okay.
So my hand is shaking. This happens for about a week. Because at first I was like, maybe I slept on top of my hand or whatever. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, I still can't turn. And then my aunt calls me and said they're having a fight with my cousin. Can I please come and intervene? Okay, my cousin understands me. Okay, I'll go there after work. As I get there, this is Kabo Mama. Yeah. My aunt, which is a last born from my mother's side. Yes.
Yeah.
So I get there, and then we're sitting like this on the table. By the table, we discussing and stuff, And then my aunt gets a call from a guy. This guy, he says he's at the gate. And then Funega Iwan Rand when this guy is at the gate. So I'm asking myself, why is this guy why must Funega the 1 rand? They say no, this guy is a prophet. He's probably here to get water. So they have water that they pray for on Sunday, and then during the week they come and get the water.
Okay.
Yes. And then they want a 1 rand, they get a 1 rand, and then my aunt goes out to get this guy. He comes in with a 2-liter bottle to say, no, I'm just gonna get water quickly. And they're like, no, this is my sister's daughter. And then as he greets me, and then he says, your side, you can't turn. He said, when you can't do this. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I tell you, when are they finishing you? When? I'm like, who is finishing me? Where are you staying? Where are you staying? They are finishing you. Where I'm staying. The neighbor. And then he's like, anyway, let me just help you so that you can turn first. And then he tells my cousin, go buy a razor at the shop. My cousin. So I'm like, what are you going to do with the razor? We born again. What are you going to do with the razor? No, just wait. And then he says to me, when the razor comes back, stand by the door. And then they open the door. And then he cuts me like a small cut. And then he takes more like this and then throws it outside just by the door, throws it outside, and he said nobody must stand between me and the door. He just throws it outside, and then he's busy praying as he's doing that. He's busy praying. And then he says to me, do this. I could not believe it because I don't believe in these things. I'm like, huh? And then I do this. I'm like, huh? Okay. He's like, they're going to finish you. Anyway, I'm here to get water. And then he gets water. He leaves. Hey, we're talking. I'm excited. I want to go home and share this with my husband. Because ngipholile. That's where has your face.
Angithi I don't want to say much because that ngiyajaja. They will say I'm judging you.
I want to go home. I want to go home and tell my nigga that's nigga.
Whatever, whoever is trying,
Listen.
we have found solution.
Listen.
It's like walking a sheep into a slaughterhouse.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm being slaughtered at that time.
Even the sheep doesn't know it. Thinks we're going to eat.
I'm booked at that time. I don't know I'm booked, you know? I get home. I've got my laptop bag. Baby, look. Okay. I can turn. I'm fine. Oh, okay.
Wow.
No, but you don't look excited for me. Why are you not? You know, it's like, yo, I'm tired. I had a very long day at work. Oh, okay. Right. Huh? What are we cooking? So I'm cooking, dishing up and stuff. We go to sleep. The next morning, I'm at work. Hi, babe. I just got a call from I got a missed call. No. A missed call. My sister buzzed me. Okay.
Your sister or your sister-in-law?
He's calling me.
Oh.
So I'm saying, your sister buzzed you. Why are you calling me? Because now you're calling the wrong person. You're supposed to call the person that buzzed you. And then he says, no, I'm just sharing with you. And then I felt like I'm being mean, you know. I'm like, no, okay, I'm sorry. You can call her. And then he calls the sister. I'm just working. And then the sister calls me. Hi, sis, how are you? No, I'm good. There's a house that I'm coming that side to do rituals on. It's there in Joburg. So I think after I'm done with the house, I'm going to come to your guys' house and then sleep over. I'll leave in the morning. Oh, okay, there's no problem. As long as you told us, I'll tell Ausi to fix the other bedroom, you know? I don't have a problem. Oh, all right, sharp. And then this one sends me a voice note. My sister said that she's coming over. I'm even telling her, man, you can't just come over because, you're supposed to let us know on time so that we fix for you. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. How is I get home that day at 5 because my husband, when he's at work at 6, at 2, he knocks off. So he's home around 3. So at 5 when I get home, he's like, oh, my sister's already here by the taxi rank. Okay, fine, let's go fetch her, you know? I'm excited to see this woman. I get inside the car with the little one. We go fetch the sister. As she gets inside the car, something says to me, ask her, when did she leave? Remember, she's supposed to start by that house first and then to us. So I said to her, like, what time did you leave Kwakwa for you to get here at like past 5? And then she says, no, we left around 12. We only stopped on Helbron. And then I got chips and ration.
She forgot.
And then I'm like,
the trip was actually coming to your house.
At there that was time,
no other house.
Yes, at that time, I said, my God. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here?
At that time, did you start getting suspicious a bit?
I'm suspicious at that time. Exactly. Immediately she said that I came here straight. When are you not supposed to come here straight? Like, when are you supposed to go there?
And then you come sleep
so that in the morning you go.
Yeah.
We get home. As we enter the house, she stands by the door. And then she says, I need to pray before I come in. Everywhere I go, I pray first because of the gift that I have. Please stand up. Okay, pray. Hey, she's praying. And then she starts speaking in the Madlozi voice, like a big voice. Yeah, I'm here to work. And now I open my eyes and I'm looking at her like, yeah, I'm here to work. Hey, things are bad. And when she said I'm here to work, I'm thinking she's here to work because Namiville, I was told that things are bad where I stay. So this person is coming to help us.
Oh,
Wabo. So there she's like, I don't have to come in. I'll just get a bucket here outside and the Muthi is inside the bag and then she's mixing something. Now she enters and she goes to my bedroom straight on top of the bed. And then she's just pouring and she's talking. And lady, she's got umoya we India. Yeah, she's got.
It would change accent.
Yeah, that time she speaks Indian. You know, I think I still have videos.
Wait, I don't wanna laugh because when I'm a professional reporter.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining how she would talk. And at work, I work with a lot of Indians. I don't know Indian, né? But the way she talks, you know, like, and I'm like,
It's India, Liz.
hey. And then she was pouring on top of the She's pouring in the house. My daughter is just lying here on the floor. She's pouring. And I'm looking at this is where we stay. You can't come to where we stay and do things. You're supposed to ask for permission. But you told us that when you are here to do this. You know? And then she's pouring. And then as my husband walks in, I'm like, I'd rather we go buy food.
So that she finishes.
When she's done, we can all eat. We have load shedding from 6 till 8. So I don't have enough time right now. Okay, fine, let's go buy food. I take my daughter on the floor. Did the baby not scratch me? I'm like, what? So I take the baby away. What's wrong? And the baby's just screaming. My daughter, she's one of the quiet, she doesn't, I don't even remember reprimanding her of anything. So I take her, like, what's wrong? And then she's just scratching. The dad takes, she scratches the dad, she scratches the auntie, everyone. I'm like,
Something's not
there
right.
Or not. This. I take my daughter, I go inside the car. I start the car. My sister calls first. Where are you? Why is the baby crying? I'm like, I don't know why she's crying. She's like, no, something said, I was busy praying, something said to me, right now, I must call you. I'm like, I don't know why this baby's crying. She's been crying and now she's scratching the dashboard. Like she's crying. When you just touch her, she just screams. So as I'm talking to my sister on the phone, she hangs up and then my dad calls same time. Skado, what's going on? I'm like, Angas, guys, I don't know, but I'm on my way. As I'm saying I'm on my way, my husband goes in the other door and switches at my phone because it was connected to the car. And then hangs up. I'm like, why are you dropping my dad's call? And I'm like, nah, but I'm talking to him. I'm like, but you were not talking. And the baby, so we are also making noise because the baby's making noise. So we need to hear each other. So I'm like, can I please just go? It's like, yeah. What are you implying? When you say you want to go to your home and you're going to go pray there, what are you implying? Are you saying my sister brought stuff here? I'm like, I did not say that. You're the one that's saying that. Can you just please move? I want to go. So Aussie's at the back. I reverse the car and I drive home. The baby is screaming. So now I don't even want the baby to go to Aussie because she's hurting Aussie. So she's sitting here, I'm driving and she's busy scratching me and scratching. As I park at home, my dad comes out running and just holds the baby. She scratched 1, 2 and she just went, I'm like, she's dead. So I'm screaming. They're like, no, she's sleeping. I'm like, sleeping? What baby sleeps like this? And I tried to wake her up and then I see they were standing like this because they were having a prayer, my family. So they were holding hands. And then my dad joined in prayer. I joined in. And then we just prayed. We prayed. I'm like, guys, don't forget. I left my in-laws. I need to go buy food and go home. Can I please leave the baby here and the nanny? I'll come back and fetch them tomorrow after work. Okay, it's fine. I get inside the car. I drive back. Pass by KFC, drive through by the window. I buy food. I get home. As I'm preparing the food, she says to me, where's the baby? I'm like, she's at home. She's like, for what? I'm like, because I want to live at home. I don't think I need a reason for that. And then she says, there's nothing wrong with that baby. That baby is sick because you are bringing Muthi in this house. You're bringing wrong Muthi. Me? What Muthi did I bring in the house? No, you are bringing Muthi inside the house. I'm like, okay, you are a Sangoma, right? So you can see everything, right? Please go take out the Muthi. Go. No, I'm not saying you are bringing wrong stuff. Sometimes you don't even know that it's wrong stuff. You are bringing it to say you are building your home. Kanti wena, you are bringing something that's wrong. This person gives you something. I'm like, which person? What are you guys talking? And then she says, who cut you on the neck? I turn, I look at the man that I'm married to. So you went and you fetched your sister and told your sister that I went to a ritualist or a sangoma and what, and then they cut me on the neck. Is that why?
So wait, but had you told your husband that the I don't know, the pastor or the preacher cut you? Did you tell him?
He didn't ask.
Because I remember, Mos, you said that it was very dismissive.
Yeah,
You
he didn't ask.
So then how did she know that you got cut and the cut was so small that no one could even see?
You could not even see. No one could see it.
Oh.
No one. And this guy. They just got, and then this guy, and then, I see the person that cut you, they can never cut you and not give you something to bath with. So, are you even sure of what you're saying? And then she speaks with closey voice. Yeah, your parents, they took you there for you to bewitch our son. I'm like, my parents. Okay, guys, no, you know what? That's it. I'm leaving. I am leaving right now. So I go, I open the wardrobe. As I'm opening the wardrobe, my husband comes and picks me up. He's big. He just comes and picks me up and puts me on the couch. No, like, leave me alone. So I'm fighting with them. The sister is just sitting like this. And I'm like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I go to the bedroom. I take my clothes. I remember I even poured water on him, on his face. And I'm like, I'm leaving. Whatever. So that means whatever you guys came with here to pour on the bed and stuff, it's for me.
So you didn't sleep on that bed?
I didn't sleep on that
goodness.
bed. I said, I am leaving. I am going home. Whatever you came with, you too will sleep with it in this house. I just took clothes for work because tomorrow I'm going to work. So I just took clothes for work, got inside the car. He's busy fighting and I just left. I went home. I got him. They're like, let's just pray.